The boys are back. That's right, Florida Man Sports is here with another exciting episode. So just sit back, relax, and enjoy the ride. This is Florida Man Sports.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back, Florida Man Football.
Let's go.
Now, you guys, we've enjoyed a great week 2 in the NFL. Now, it wasn't as epic as week 1. Week 1 had a bunch of ridiculous games, but still plenty of good games in week 2 in the NFL. Not all the Florida teams came through for us this particular week. Tampa Bay definitely did. We'll get into all that as we continue the conversation today. But Chris, I mean, overall, week 2 has ended. We're looking forward to week 3. We'll get into our picks, but what are your takeaways from week 2 in the NFL?
Yeah, man. Florida Man Football, always streaming on all major platforms, so always going to focus on our Florida teams. And, if you watch Monday Night Football, you're excited as I am.
Yeah.
Another W for the Bucs. Give credit here to Johnny Cinco. Brett Favre is what he said. The next Brett Favre, he's right. 2 times now, the only quarterback since Brett Favre to under 2 minutes to come back and win. Amazing there.
Yeah.
And like you mentioned, man, the other 2 teams, we took L's. I'm a little bit more concerned for the Jaguars than I am Miami, even though Miami's 0-2.
You're not concerned for Miami?
No, I know I am, but I'm still a little bit more concerned for Jacksonville. And I know we'll get into that a little bit more.
Okay.
For me, the takeaways are just the Florida teams. I was hoping more from Jacksonville. I was hoping more from Miami. I'm very disappointed in both teams.
I agree. I mean, at the end of the day, I picked the all Florida teams to win this week, and they came close.
Yeah.
So it was good games, but at the end of the day, they couldn't get it done. The only team who got it done or was behind, made the drive, was the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, so respect to them. Any other takes for this week?
No, just excited about week 3, and I'll give you some kudos as well for your predictions and your picks for week 2. You did a subpar job, okay job, so, congratulations.
And then we'll get to the picks. The picks were fine. I ended up going not exactly the way I like. 11-5. 11-5 is still good. I can do better. A lot of close games. There's a couple of things that just didn't work out in our favor, but we'll get to all that. I think, Chris, a couple takeaways from last week that I think I said, after week 1 that the Packers were the best team in the NFL, and I think that my argument got strengthened after week 2. It's not just because of what the Packers did, but seeing what the Lions did to the Bears. Lions go ahead and throw up a 50-burger, and they show a dominant offense, and that dominant offense was stomped and stopped by that Packer defense. So the Packers look stronger. That's my biggest takeaway. The tush-push, like I said before the season, is a complete joke. That game, Chris, you can't tell me you saw that Philadelphia-Kansas City Chiefs game and we're excited. The reason I hated it, and you argued against my point, was that it's bad for football. It's boring to watch. It's not good football. And you saw what happened. And I hate Kansas City. I'm glad that the Philly won. But still, that brand of football, it's horrible. And even Tom Brady brought it up in the telecast that basically they're offsides every single time anyway.
Well, just to be clear, I what I said was, that's the whole point of football. You got to beat it and you got to learn and overcome it. I never said anything about it being offsides the way that it is, and the new angles that they show now. That's a completely different conversation.
Same angle.
No, but that's not the angle that was shown months ago when they were talking about it being approved or not. It was they're lining up at the line of scrimmage, and you never saw it like that where everybody was offsides. It was not that prevalent. I'm sorry, it wasn't. Because if it was, I would have argued a different point.
At the end of the day, that's part of it.
Right. That's not right.
The biggest argument, Chris, was that it's just not entertaining. It's boring football.
But why are they allowed to do it is my question, because they're offsides. That's ridiculous.
I guarantee you after that game, after that game, it's the end of the tush push.
Yeah.
That was so horrible to watch. And everybody from the outside of Kansas City hates the Chiefs. And so we enjoyed watching them lose, but not that way. I didn't like the way that Philly won it. It was a joke. It's not, it's something I didn't enjoy.
It's not even just about that way, but that changes the whole dynamic of the game, right? You get those first downs and you win the game. You wondered why last year Hurts got under 3,000 yards passing and won the Super Bowl. Well, that's why, because you could just push it, first down, and then go back to running the ball.
Yeah.
And so that's the problem. That's bad football.
I mean, speaking of, I guess, a weird way to win games, let's talk about the Dallas Cowboys a little bit here. Their kicker, Aubrey, is a ridiculous kicker, one of the best kickers I've ever seen in the NFL. Mm-hmm. And honestly, obviously, we know what happened. He wins the game. He goes overtime, 67-yarder or something, and then it's ridiculous.
Oh, yeah.
But this guy can kick a 70-yarder easily. And I'm like, if just the Dallas Cowboys can get to the 35 or 40-yard line, you'll let the guy kick. There's no
Yeah.
reason they can't score 3 points every single possession. Try, do your thing, but if you don't get it every single possession, this guy showed you that, hey, just get it, get to the 40, get it past the 40, and I'm going to get you 3 points.
It's a long football season, and I'm not one of those people that want to overreact, like the people that want to talk about MVP and Mayfield. I'm not one of those people. That you picked the wrong podcast. I'm not going to go there. But what I will say is, this is why I told you from the beginning that I feel like the Cowboys are making the playoffs. Aubrey's part of that, right? You've got a team that, and you watched week 1, the Cowboys, they should have won that game. You said it yourself. The Cowboys could very well be 2-0, and to your point, it's because of the team that they have in Aubrey, who can kick from anywhere.
Yeah, but they're not going to because of the Dallas Cowboys and they're trash. So the Dallas Cowboys...
That's your narrative, but I'm just saying that's a reason why, to my point, that I'm saying that they're a pretty good team.
No, the thing is that, what I'm just telling you is that they could easily, with better coaching, better ownership, better GM, better everything, you can kind of see, like, guys, what you don't need to move the ball down the field that much, and you can still score points every possession.
You don't want to depend on it, but yeah.
No, just go ahead. He's clearly, it's unfortunate. I don't give a damn. Don't talk about Dak. Don't talk about CeeDee Lamb. The best player in the Dallas Cowboys.
You mean that balled out? Yeah.
The best player in the Cowboys is their kicker. Their kicker is the best player on that team.
This is how we lose viewers. This is how we lose viewers. This is the guy that drafted Koo a year ago or 2 years ago in the 5th round. Yeah.
Okay. C.J. Spiller, number 1 overall. C.J. Spiller, number 1 overall. So, no, it is ridiculous that, Aubrey's the best kicker. He's short-lived. I'm not going to say of all time, but right now is by far the best kicker. Can easily kick 70-yard field goal. Just give the kid the ball and you're good. That's it. That's what I'm going to say about Cowboys. I know you love them.
Exactly.
I know you love them.
How you jinx somebody, as usual.
I know you love them, but no. And I guess the last thing I'm going to say about this week, Chris, is that Shadir Sanders is a complete moron. Complete and utter moron. The kid... He deserves to be in Cleveland. His career is never going to begin. It's going to be where it was, and he has nobody to blame but himself. I don't want to hear it. Tom Brady was drafted by, obviously, the New England Patriots 7th round. He was drafted in the 6th round, and he was drafted behind a guy who received the first $100 million contract, Drew Bledsoe. First $100 million contract in NFL. He was there. He could have went and said, hey, no. I was the man in Michigan. No, I want to go ahead and be positioned to start right away. Just let the chips fall where they may. See, learn from a great organization like the Baltimore Ravens, Harbaugh, the good coach. And even if you don't start, you're still learning something. Instead, you whine and moan from the reports I read that they called, they're going to pick you up, and you told them no. You're like, no, I want to start right away. Opportunity. Lamar Jackson's the man. I don't want to be behind him. I want to play. And now you find yourself in the Cleveland Browns. You ain't playing. You're never going to play. And if you do, it's for the worst organization in sports. You reap what you sow. You're a complete idiot. So I'd wish well for you. I want things for you. And then that report comes out. I'm like, you know what, dude? I'm glad you got drafted in the 5th round. And I'm glad you're barely ever going to see the field.
This is Florida man football. I don't know why we're talking about a 3rd-string quarterback.
Well, it was the prevalent story that came up here. So
I heard about it, but I'm not worried about it. At the end of the day, the real question should be: there's about 3 or 4 quarterbacks right now that are quarterback hungry teams. Shadir Sanders, Kirk Cousins, all those people we probably should be talking about as far as where could they land, because there's a lot of vacancies right now.
All right, then talk about who you want to talk about then, because I'm over here. I referenced something, and you have nothing to say about it except, well, that was stupid. Even bring up. That was stupid. Even bring up.
Florida man football.
This is like no. It's Florida man football. So we reference things in football in general.
Yes.
So it's just the stupidest thing. We're like, we're talking about this.
Yeah, but he hasn't done anything wrong. He's been doing his part. He's been staying quiet. He's doing his job.
Anyway, let's go over the picks for this upcoming week here, since you're going to go ahead and shut it down for us here. So I'll stop talking about football. This is unrelated. So we're just going to focus on the Florida teams. There's no point in discussing anything else because the naysayer has something to go ahead and complain about there. No. Anyway, Chris, it started up with the Miami Dolphins and the Buffalo Bills. They started up on Thursday. Who you got in this game?
This is a trap game. This is a trap game for the Bills because the Bills are at home. But here's what's going to happen. Bills are going to win. Okay. Bills are going to win. All right. And then you'd like that.
Yeah, trap game.
Bills are going to win. Okay. And here's what's going to happen. In my humble opinion, the talking about Florida man football, what the owner just wrote out about the GM and about the coach and all that, the little statement that he just put out.
Okay.
Here's what's going to happen. What is it? McDaniels is going to save his neck after they lose this game, and he's going to bench Tua. I'm telling you right now, that's what's going to happen. Bills win, Dolphins lose, and Tua gets benched.
Oh, horrible take.
Hey,
horrible take.
Let's see what happens.
They're going to bench for.
Let's see what happens.
for who's their backup, Chris? He gave him the guy guy coming from the Jets. Freaking Zach Wilson's going to come in and save the Dolphins.
It's not about saving. It's not about saving the Dolphins. It's about him saving his job, and he has to disattach himself from Tua.
No, listen, bro, that ship has sailed. That anchor is tied to Tua. It's done. He put his job attached. Like, I trust you in my career. Do what you got to do, and let's hope for the best. And it's too late now to go ahead and say, let's go ahead and pivot on this here. It's too late. He should have done that much sooner. It's too late. I don't agree with that. But
if you heard his letter, he talked about the GM. He talked about the coach. He didn't talk about Tua. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I mean.
Well, at the end of the day, I mean, he hires the coaches and the GM, and then they go ahead and take care of the players. So whatever happens from there, I mean, owners can have a say out at the end of the day if he really loves a player, but they're not going to go ahead and say that. Moving on, Chris, the next game, the Packers and the Browns. Chris, who you got in this game?
Yeah, I mean, the Browns are 0-2, Packers 2-0. You said it last week, and that they're the best team in football. However, the spread is only 7.5.
They're playing at Cleveland.
Yeah, they are playing at home. And you did mention earlier that they have a good running game going on over in Cleveland. At the end of the day, I'm taking Green Bay. Green Bay for me is the team that prove it, and you got to beat the best. So you got to prove it. And at 0-2, you're not. So Packers win. Don't overthink it.
This definitely could be a trap game here, but yeah, I agree. Go with Packers there.
Until they are proven wrong.
The Daniel Jones led Indianapolis Colts 2-0. Danny Dimes going against the Tennessee Titans. Chris, playing in Tennessee. Who you got?
I mean, Indiana Jones is what they're calling him, right?
Yeah.
And this is it. This is a whole nother conversation for those segments that I want to do with you, Johnny, because I'm about talking about quarterbacks and the success of quarterbacks. There's something needs to be said about the system. And when you are drafted, everybody calls people a bust, but sometimes the team is a bust. And that's a whole other conversation. With that being said, Titans got to win at some point. I'm going to say that it's this time. I'm going to say that they pull the upset and Titans win. This is the upset of the week for me, Johnny Cinco. Titans win at home.
What I got from that is that the Jersey Giants are trash. But moving on, the Cincinnati Bengals are playing the Minnesota Vikings. Now, obviously, McCarthy's gone for a couple of weeks, a high ankle sprain. Maybe that's a good thing. Wentz is the guy. He's coming in here. Nobody's seen Wentz for a while, so we'll see what he can do. But also the Bengals. We got, obviously, Burrow's out for 3 months, Chris. So you got the battle of the backups here.
Yeah, 100%.
So they're playing in Minnesota. Who you got?
Before I give you my pick, let me throw a curveball at you.
Sure.
Because I'm sure you've been hearing about the Burrow thing and him being injured, comparing him to players that retired early, right? Okay. Do you think that Burrow gets, by some crazy chance, traded or some movement happens with Burrow while he's hurt?
No, it's never going to happen.
I mean, they've been talking about it. I just wanted to see what your thought.
I mean, you know what? I say never going to happen. I don't think it's going to happen. But Cincinnati is a horrible franchise for horrible owners, and who knows? But it's very unlikely.
Talking about horrible owners, and to your point, what I hated was he got hurt. Immediately they started talking about, well, could Kirk Cousins come in? Could Sanders come in? Right? And instead, what do? They grab two. Not be disrespectful, but two garbage pickups, and that's what they're doing. And they just put it on the chart, and that's what they're doing. They didn't even think twice.
So what do you expect from the Cincinnati Bengals owner?
With that being said, in this matchup, you got to take the home team in the competition of the backups. I'm a big fan of McCarthy. I'm a big fan of what he's doing. So, and not McCarthy, but the coach. Dang it. What's the Vikings coach name?
Mr. Viking.
Okay.
You're the one talking about the man crush on
I'm taking them at home. You got to go with the home team here. Vikings are winning.
All right, good call. The Patriots, they're playing at home against the Pittsburgh Steelers. Chris, who you got?
I got to learn my man crush's name.
Yeah, I guess so.
What the hell's his name? Steelers or Patriots. Patriots at home. Both teams are 1-1. You know what's funny is a lot of people were talking about when the Steelers won, Johnny. They were like, oh, Rodgers is back. Rodgers is back. I think Rodgers was back against the Jets because he had so much animosity. He didn't look so hot this last game. With that being said, Pittsburgh is expected to win the game. I don't know that Pittsburgh is going to go on the road with this team and beat the Patriots. They are a well-coached team. Both teams are. Give me the Patriots to pull another upset here. Patriots are going to win at home and be 2-1.
My man. The Philadelphia Eagles at home taking on the LA Rams. Who you got?
Yeah, the Eagles are at home. Eagles are undefeated. Rams are undefeated. You were talking about the epidural. Does he look good to you?
Yeah, they do. But if I watch another tush-push game, bro, I'm never tuning into another Eagles
That's
game.
where I'm going with this, and expect another tush-push 1 or 2. Eagles are at home. At the end of the day, because of this, I'm taking the Eagles to win. Eagles are going to be 3-0 after this.
Our easy pick, the Jersey Jets. They're playing in Tampa Bay against your Buccaneers. Who you got here?
Did you say it's an easy pick?
It's an easy pick.
Listen, man, Florida Man Football, streaming on all platforms. Let me remind you that we just went through a hell of a game.
Yeah.
Not less than 24 hours ago.
Were they the Jets against the Jets?
In a short schedule,
correct.
My boy Mayfield got beat up, man. He got beat up. He's hurting right now. But you know what? the Bucs are going to go 3-0 because after going 0-2 on the road, our first game at home, the crowd's going to be lit. On top of that, Fields has a concussion. We're not sure that he's going to play or not, right? He's got a concussion.
Doesn't matter.
Give me the Bucs to win this game, and it's 6.5. I think it's going to be more than that.
Yeah, the Bucs are going to dominate this game. The Las Vegas Raiders, they're taking on in D.C. or Virginia against the Commodores.
Give me
the Washington Commanders.
Give me your take on Geno Smith now that we saw the real Geno Smith. And I'm just trying to be mean.
Listen, I'm not gonna say that. Like, we saw plenty of good tape of Geno Smith in Seattle. Revitalized his career. You've seen 2 games from him. He had 1 good game, 1 bad game. Let's just calm down here.
Okay.
Just one
overreactions?
No, because what did I tell you? That the Chargers are the 3rd best team in the AFC. They're the 3rd best team in the AFC. They're a good football team. They had outstanding defense. So, okay, he didn't look good against an elite team. All right. Okay. Doesn't mean he's trash.
Okay. Well, the Commanders are also hurt. We're not sure if Daniels is playing, right, as of this recording. He's questionable.
I'm almost positive to show that he's probably not going to play, but he hasn't been ruled out yet.
Okay.
So let's assume he's not going to play.
So assuming that he's not going to play.
But you got to make a pick. I don't want to hear that.
No. Washington is -3.5. I'm going to take the Raiders to win. I was giving a hard time to Geno Smith. I feel like this is an opportunity for him to bounce back. Pete Carroll is a very good coach. Give me the Raiders to upset the Commanders without Jaden Daniels. And even if he plays,
I think you're good either way, because even if he plays, he's not going to have the same mobility he normally does here. So I think it's a good call. The Atlanta Falcons, Chris, they going ahead and taking on divisional game against the Panthers in Carolina. We have an upset here.
You want to give me my flowers on Daniels being a year 2? Not yet? Okay, I'll wait.
Week 2, bro. Week 2.
Falcons and Panthers, divisional rival game. This is the time, right? Let me ask you a question. Should the Panthers at 0-2 with Canales, are they ready to ring the alarm yet on Canales or what?
Do you rang the alarm in the preseason with the freaking Panthers and Canales? So you can say, I thought they're going to be better than they were last year, and I think they will end up being better. That doesn't mean that they're going to make the playoffs. Being better doesn't mean much because they was that bad last year. I never liked the coach to begin with coming out of Tampa. I didn't like him in Tampa. I don't like him now.
I mean, he was an okay coordinator. There's a lot of of coaches that are good.
He didn't deserve the opportunity.
The reason why 100%. The reason why I say okay is because they give a lot of these guys one and done deals where they're an offensive coach for 1 year. He does well, and all of a sudden he's a head coach. What is the offensive coordinator, McDaniels, for the Patriots?
Yeah, that guy's the greatest offensive coordinator of all time.
Time again, the perfect example. An amazing offensive coordinator, not a very good coach in my opinion as a head coach.
Of course.
And so that's what I'm saying. But then you got Canales year 1, then you got Duval year 1, and now he's a head coach. So anyways, Panthers 0-2. They're going to be 0-3. Falcons impressed you last week. I know you had them losing. They actually played really well. Penix did a good job. So yes, I got the Falcons winning on the road, beating the Panthers.
If they lose this game, my God. I mean, I don't care.
I mean, it's a divisional game, but still.
I get it. Yeah. Divisional games are always tough unless you're playing the Carolina Panthers. Moving on, the Houston Texans coming off that loss. They look so bad. Horrible clock management. I don't know what they were thinking. They're going against our Jacksonville Jaguars in Jacksonville. Now, who's bouncing back in this game?
It's so interesting, too, when you think about it, because I believe the Texans, Johnny, correct me if I'm wrong, have won the division like the last 3 years since this guy's been there running the show. So,
CJ.
Yeah, now they're 0-2. I don't know what the stats are. I don't know what I think it's like 8% if you're 0-3 make the playoffs, right? Let alone win a division. Right now it's 12%.
If you're 0-2, it's 12%. Yeah. If you're 0-3, I want to say it's 3.
Right. So this is going to be one of those close games. The question you have to ask yourself is after watching the Jaguars play is can they do it again? Can they go back to their winning ways, I should say? And I'm going to, because this is Florida Man football, I'm going to take the Jaguars to win at home, a very close game. I'm going to give our Jaguars another chance.
Yeah.
I want to see some better passing. I want to see some better route running by Thomas Jr. I want to see some deeper passes to Hunter. But yeah, let me take the Jaguars at home to stay undefeated at home.
Listen, I agree. I think Jacksonville's a better team. Honestly, I don't think the Texans are going to make the playoffs this year. I really don't think they're going to make it this year. End of the day, they were spoiled by having a rookie take you to the playoffs, and next year take you to the playoffs again. It's like that luck has ended.
Not to beat a horse, Johnny Single, but this is another reason why I feel like we're going to be doing some more segments, because that's another conversation in itself. The fall of CJ Stroud. I mean, this guy, like,
the fall.
No, listen, here's why it's the fall, brother. Here's why it's the fall.
All right.
Here's what's the fall.
Okay.
If he continues down this path, he's going to run into his 4th year as a rookie, right? Just before you know it.
Well, this was
with
third
year. With a 5th year option. And are the Texans going to sign him to big money like Tua? Or you know what I mean? Like, that's the question now. Seriously.
Okay.
At 0-3,
we got 2 years in.
that's a conversation.
Okay, he's 2 games into the season.
I'm jumping the gun.
We are 2 years. Outstanding rookie year, probably one of the greatest rookie years of all. It was the greatest rookie year of all. It was the greatest rookie year of all time. And then last year happened with your boy from the Commanders. So it's kind of like, all right, so not still outstanding. Had a okay year last year, nothing great because it's such a good year. And this year's 2 games in, he doesn't look good. But I don't think they're gonna make the playoffs this year, the Texans. But hopefully it's not because of C.J. Stroud. Moving on, Chris, the Denver Broncos, they're going to L.A. and they're playing the Chargers. Who do you got?
Everything runs through the Chargers. That's what he said. Everything runs through. I have no reason to believe otherwise. The Broncos have shown us their flaws. More importantly, the Broncos have shown us that they can't work together. I saw a little video with Sean Payton getting into it with Bo Nix. Give me the Chargers to win at home, stay undefeated. This easy.
Good call. The New Orleans Saints, they weren't looking as terrible as they did in week 1. They're going ahead against
It's not saying much.
The Seattle Seahawks. Is Geno Smith going to rebound or is Ratner going to go ahead?
This is the kind of game, especially because you're out there at Lumen Field where the Seahawks, you got that, the crowd going over there. So absolutely, the Seahawks are going to right the ship. They're going to be 1-1. Seahawks are winning this game.
All right, good call. Now, your Dallas Cowboys.
Why do you got to do
your
this?
Your Dallas Cowboys are going against the horrendous Chicago Bears. Who you got here? Chris, they're playing in Chicago.
Yeah, and the money line says Chicago -1.5. So Chicago, the Bears are supposed to win this game.
Yeah,
but nope, not going to happen. Cowboys are winning on the road.
Bears ain't winning this game.
Cowboys are winning. Cowboys are winning on the road. Going to get to 2-1. And for the Bears, talking about quarterbacks and not getting contracts and deals, more questions for Caleb Williams, man.
Listen, whatever. You know where I'm at, Sayar. You know where I'm at. I talked about in our group chat. We talked about it last week. I'm like, does the coach have the balls to go ahead and start Bagent? Bagent is the backup Division 3. Baguette.
You don't want to hear mine. I trust you.
Listen, an undrafted Division 3 quarterback, and he's better. He's better in this system. I've seen it. I don't care. The cojones for this coach to go ahead and put him above Caleb Williams. This team is a 12-win football team if with that quarterback. Caleb Williams, they're winning 6. But hey, whatever. We'll see what happens. I don't know what I'm talking about.
We could do a whole podcast on the relationship between Campbell and Johnson. You saw that exchange too at the end of the game. Oh my goodness.
Whatever. Thank God that is on a team in Florida.
Oh my God.
The San Francisco 49ers at home are taking on the Cardinals, Arizona Cardinals. Chris, who you got in this game?
I said this during preseason, Florida Man football. So excited you're still with us here. And I said that the Cardinals were going to surprise a lot of people this year. And look at them now, Johnny. They're 2-0. They're 2-0. Murray got his big boy pants on. And then we got another team that's kind of pretending here with the San Francisco 49ers. They're 100%, also 2-0. 100%. So, and you know what's crazy? They're 2-0, but they're kind of like the Bucs. They haven't had a home game yet. And so the 49ers are at home. The money line says San Francisco 1.5. Wrong. Cardinals are going to win this game.
Good call.
I mean, at the end of the day, Purdy's not there. I know McCaffrey's there, but the Cardinals are the better team. They are doing really well on defense. Give me the Cardinals to win.
It's a good call. I picked San Francisco to win last week, even without those losses here. But the Cardinals are a better team right now, so it's a good call. Moving on, the Jersey Giants. They should have won that game against Dallas. Great game by Russell Wilson.
Coulda, woulda, shoulda.
They go ahead and play the 0-2 Kansas City Chiefs. They're playing in Jersey. What you got here,
Is it a great game, though? Because I know you watched the game. Is it a great game?
It was a great
because I'm going to tell you something with Russell Wilson. He is, I don't know how to say expression in English. He's the biggest rompecabezas I've ever. How do you say it in English? Rompecabezas. He's the biggest pain in my neck. Is the way I can say it, because if you see him throw the ball, he still does, like, he just does these lobs.
What a hater. And
then they land. It's so beautiful. But then I draft him or pick him up in free agency, and then he gives me 5 points. That's what I mean where he stresses me out. But I digress.
For sure. Russell Wilson throws a great deep ball. That's what you want as a receiver. You want something high popping in.
I know. But it's just so weird to me to see it. And I'm like, but Neighbors is loving it, of course. And now if I would have told you, Johnny Cinco, that Sunday Night Football, Chiefs and Giants have both.
Neighbors killed you in fantasy. That's why you're mad. That's why you're mad.
How long are we holding? How long are we holding that? How long are we holding that in? So if I told you that both teams were 0-2, would you have believed it?
The Giants for sure,
but not the Chiefs.
Not the Chiefs.
And somebody's got to win this game, folks. And so far, I'm at 100%.
Do it.
I'm at 100% here.
Do it.
But the Giants are at home.
Do it.
The Giants are at home.
Do it.
The money line says Kansas City 6.5.
Who's winning this game?
Taylor Swift will not allow the Chiefs to lose 3 in a row. Give me the Chiefs to win on the road. Give me the Chiefs to win on the road. Because ultimately, and this again, another episode that could be an hour long, Johnny. I don't see the debacle of the Chiefs being now. I see them making the playoffs still. I still see them being competitive. I still see them way better than the Bengals were when they were 0-3. So give me the Chiefs to win at home.
See,
on the road.
I made the same mistake. Last week, I picked the Chiefs because I'm like, there's no way. And because we're so accustomed. And now the NFL saying, no, we're officiating your game straight up. And, oh, my God, they're not gifted games.
But, Johnny, I agree with you. 100%. But Patrick Mahomes is an amazing quarterback. He's not the second coming to Tom Brady,
right.
but he's already in many circles already in the top 5, definitely top 10. So yes, when you still have Patrick Mahomes, I'm gonna pick them to beat the Giants all day.
All right, fine, whatever you say. Is your week? This is Chris's pick. Moving on to Monday Night Football.
You're trying to trap me. You're trying to mess up my record. You're trying to trap me.
We're finishing this up here, guys. The Baltimore Ravens at home take on the Detroit Lions. Chris, great Monday Night Football matchup. Who's winning this game?
Yeah, man. Whoever makes the schedules, give that man a bonus. Like, I mean, seriously, that's Monday Night Football, man. Let's go. Ultimately, it's going to be the question for Lamar Jackson is who are they? Who's the contender? Who's the pretender? This game will tell me for the rest of the season who's the contender, who's the pretender. With that being said, give me the Ravens to win the game. The team that's going to make the playoffs and going to make a deep run in the playoffs. Ravens win.
I mean, anybody can win this, but I don't think whoever wins or loses this game, I don't see them as a pretender. These are both solid teams.
Here's why, Johnny Cinco. Here's why. Because number one, then you become 1-2 for the season, and of course, you know how the stats go if you're 0-1 or what have you. So that's a big impact. But number two, it will show. Because this is the way I see it for Dan Campbell. If he wins this game, he's showing that he can float the boat on his own without his defensive coordinators. If he's 1-2, now he's still playing from behind. So then that's my point.
It's a good point.
I don't see him having a successful season based on that.
Likewise, I mean, it's a good point, but I think that point is made as the season progresses. You're not going to make that point in one game. Whether he wins or loses this game is not going to tell me definitively that he's a good head football coach. I'll know by week 15, 16.
It's going to make him 0-2, and the question is going to be, can you win on the road?
Well, we'll see. I mean, they're 1-1. Both teams are 1-1 right now, so we'll see what happens. Either way, it's going to be a great game, so yes. I look forward to it here. But either way, guys, we appreciate you guys listening and watching. Of course, last week we did pretty well. Hopefully, we have a better week this week with our picks. You guys make some money.
What was your record last week?
I was 11-5.
So look for 12 or more this week. You're welcome.
Sure, and whatever you say there. So hopefully that's how it works out here. My down week was 11-5. So look forward to Johnny's week. But right now, Chris's week here. Picks are up. I do like the picks you made. Most of the picks you made, I did like. There's a couple. Honestly, I would have. I would have balled out and be like, I'm picking the Giants to beat the Chiefs. There's a couple other picks
I did there.
The
Jersey Giants all the time, but now you want me to dig into that? No, I'm not falling for that.
Yes, because as much as I hate as much as I hate the Giants, I don't hate them as much as I hate the Chiefs.
Let's go.
Thanks, guys, listening. Hope you guys listen. Continue to watch, subscribe. Please go ahead and support us if you can. We appreciate that. Peace out. You're supposed